Divorce is avoidable. Nobody goes into relationships or marriage thinking I'm going to cause or get hurt. We all go in believing in happily ever after, or at least with a goal of a good life. But somewhere down the line, people that were once crazy about each other start driving each other crazy, and after a couple of battles, they want out. I assure you that all of this can be avoided. Here's how. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time watching, my name is Rumbani, and I'd like to welcome you. If this isn't your first time watching and you've watched my previous videos, you know I've been away for a while, but I'm back. I had to take a step back and actually reevaluate why I was doing this in the first place. I love love, and I love relationships that work. I love marriages that work, and I'm all for that. And I'm a firm believer that any and every marriage can work. I've been married a little over 3 years. If I told you everything was roses, I'd be lying to you. I have experienced some things that have shifted my perspective on the issue of marriage, staying together, love, and divorce. I guarantee you from those experiences, I've realized that divorce is avoidable. And that's why I've changed the direction of the channel to this, focusing on how to not get divorced. Globally, divorce rates are at 41% for first marriages. So this is you've never been married, your friend hasn't been married before, and you come together, you love each other. And that first marriage, 41% are chewed up and spit out on the other end. But for second marriages, 8.6%, at least according to the 2021 statistics. Most divorces usually happen because of 3 different reasons. One, people never took time to learn each other in the dating phase and the courtship phase. Second, people just drifted apart. Either they got busy or there was a frustration that happened and people kept secrets. For different reasons, you start to drift apart, whether you got busy or for some, even your kids got in the way, and by the time the kids are moving out, you realize I'm living with a stranger. Or thirdly, you just never paid attention to the red flags, even the red banners. But all of this is avoidable. Breaking it down into those 3 kind of shows you that you can change how you do things, you can change how you approach relationships, and that's the goal of this channel. That's the goal of the new direction I'm taking. On 3rd January in Lusaka, Zambia, where I live, 22,000 divorce cases were filed in. 22,000. That's 44,000 people that made a decision to get married and want out. But all of this is avoidable. Granted, there are reasons, life happens, but my goal is to make sure that from beginning, while you are single, you can set yourself up to make sure you win in relationships. Yes, even before you start dating, you can win in relationships. While you're dating, you can tweak. If you're already dating, you can tweak how you do things, and you can win in those relationships. If you're already married, if you're a young couple like my wife and I, you can still win in relationship, even if things are on the rocks right now. Even for those that have already experienced divorce, there is hope. You can still win in relationships, and that's the main goal. So here's a sneak peek of how you can win in relationships. Remember the 3 pointers about people not getting to know each other early. For those that are single, for those that are dating, take the time to know your partner. And I don't mean sex. We have an over-sexualized generation, and it gets in the way of actually getting to know someone. Some people will just come, smash, and leave. Others will stay because of sex. Others want to keep relationships with sex. If you don't know your friend, no matter how good you give it, there will be a time it gets dry. What I mean by getting to know your partner is communicate, open up, be yourself around them. If someone can't handle you as yourself, then you will not be able to be yourself in a relationship with them. You won't be able to be yourself in a marriage. And even when you start to become yourself, it will seem like a deviation from who you are, who that person knows you as. And then it will cause tension. It is doable. For those that are already in relationships and you've been pretending, I can tell you for a fact I pretended at some point. But it is possible. It works to communicate, to open up, to get to know yourself, to get to know your partner, even when you're already in a relationship. If you're in marriage, I do not believe in divorce. Not saying that there are conditions that I wouldn't understand, but if it is a communication issue, if it is a pretense issue, you can still work it out. If you're having differences, you can work it out. For those that missed red flags, if those red flags are changeable, if those red flags are workable, if they don't put your life in danger, you can still win in relationships. You can still win in that marriage. But for those that are in life-threatening situations, find safety, find help. Thirdly, for those that drifted apart, you can win in that relationship too. No matter how far you feel like you've drifted, you can still win. All you need to do is take the time to get to know your person. You married them for a reason. If you're drifting apart, you married them for a reason. Refine that reason. Or if that reason wasn't sufficient, find another reason. There is no reason why you should end up leaving because you felt distant to somebody. You can work it out. And I believe a lot of the content that I will share with you will help you win in relationships, because I want to win in relationships, and as I learn, I'll share my lessons with you. My purpose, I feel, is to speak into relationships, to speak into marriages, and to help you win in relationship. Welcome to the new Renews World. To get married and stay married. Hey, cliffhanger. This is my life. So much life. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was almost all the way through. Bum. Do not look at the screen, look at the lens. Focus, man. I'm looking up. Don't look at me. It's terrible. It's terrible, my guy. Intro. Done. Haga. Higi haga. The political higi haga. Wakanda forever. Yeah. Tiamba guitar record. Take. This is just the intro, it's not even the full video. Oh, beautiful. Let's do this.